Alright, so I don't normally do this on this channel and that anymore, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to open it, might as well. Let's do an actual separate review on this, just a quick little review. It's not going to be like the reviews on my other channel on that as much, or maybe it will be, I don't know. Let's have a look. Anyway, so this is the South Park Series 1 Limited Edition Collector's Box Set. Yeah, and it's 18 plus, so if you're a kid, you know, can't get this. Even though this is in the toy section of B&M, and also I'd say you're much safer giving this to a kid than you would be giving them a regular action figure, because you know, stuff like this or other stuff that I'll be reviewing, like, they've got bits and parts that could come off on that, whereas these are just solid bits of plastic. Anyway, which side did I cut? There we go. As it says, South Park, hooray. So it's nice, a little bubble package. Would have been nice rather than just writing South Park 1,000 times if it was, you know, actual Colorado in the background. But still, prefer to just leaving it plain white. So yeah, let's just go through them. There we go. So yeah, these are just solid plastic. They're actually, they're not, sorry, not solid plastic. They're hollow on the inside, yeah. But they are just a solid sculpt, no articulation on that. And they're not bad. They're not bad little minifigures. They're not bad. I mean, obviously the thing with South Park is they don't have much detail to begin with, but the detail itself is not bad. It's pretty accurate. I mean, obviously Kenny here and that very much looks like a hairdryer from the side. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not, I mean, it is just moulded in this orange plastic, but yeah, very, very light though. This is very light. So I can understand the price of this now. I can really understand the price. Because I thought they'd be more solid, but no, they are very, like, very just hollow figures and that. So we'll get on to the price at the end. We'll get on to the price. Got Stan here. Which, yeah, again, are those buttons actually moulded, or are they? No, they are part of the mould. They're slightly good. Again, nothing really to say about it, although bits of the paint they have missed on his hat just there on the little bobble there. But again, just very hollow, very light. And I imagine on other waves, you know, where the releases may give it other expressions. It's weird that they decided to do the expression for this first wave. Like, I would have thought, you know, it would have been more like that, more either smiling or more generally neutral faces, rather than having shocking awe. Because, I mean, Butters is in this wave, in this set, but Stan and Cartman doesn't want to come out, so we'll leave him till last. His fat ass won't come out. Anyway, Kyle, who's actually seeming quite happy, actually. So I've got Kyle here. And again, yeah, I think the reason part of it just looks a little bit odd is because obviously it is three-dimensional, and generally translating 2D characters to 3D is a little bit. You can see here it's got a bit of a brim around it, but that is just part of the moulding of his hat, which, yeah, it's hard to really say if it has it. This one though, fortunately, does have a bit of green paint bleed around that side. Not around this side though. This side nice and clean tight, but this side, a bit of green. And unfortunately, because of the way it's put in the box, you can't really tell, basically from the front. That's all you can see. So yeah, but still pretty decent. And finally, well, not finally, because still got Cartman, Leopold Scotch, aka Butters. And I think Butters he just looks really odd. I think because of the way he just looks like, I don't know what it is. I think, again, because they've translated it to 3D, he just looks really odd. And he has, by far, the most pink legs. There's big swag. Just like, look at that, the hair has just completely missed it. There's little bits around that side, yeah. And also, little bits around the eyes. Yeah, that is bad. God, that is bad. But yeah, he just looks at, with all of these, it's just like something quite odd. He looks very much like an egg. Right, yeah, so it's like, we're gonna crack him open. But I am glad though it is a more neutral. Yes, come on, Cartman, get out that fucking box. Whoa. And finally, the largest, heaviest figure, although he is still pretty light, Cartman. So yeah, now with this one it makes more sense as well, because obviously this is how Cartman looks on the picture with him and his mum on the background. So there is that to it. But yeah, this one, the paint apps are better on this one actually. And I think Cartman has actually been translated really well to 3D here. So yeah, I think he by far looks the best. I think because his face is a little bit flat, I think this just transfers better to it. But yeah, he looks pretty good. He honestly looks pretty good. Now obviously with these figurines, Cartman stands up very well on his own, having the most amount of space. Let's put him back in. Let's put him back in. Let's take out Kenny. And just yeah, they stand up pretty well. Like using allergy hay fever tablet box to show. So yeah, they do stand up pretty well. They got a pretty large flat base to them, so they all stand up pretty well. But yeah, I do definitely prefer this route of basically being a more collecting act. Is generally, it's got more of the accuracies and that works. Yeah. Now in terms of price for this, now this is the weird thing. This has only just started appearing in B&M. Like literally within I think I started seeing these last week or something like that. In fact, might have even been sooner than that. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know where these were sold before, but the first time I laid eyes on these was in B&M here in the UK. So when I went to pick this up, even though B&M had just started selling these, they just came out in B&M, the price tag was $13.99. Now $11.99 or possibly $12.99. I can't remember which is not uncommon. That just probably means that its original retail price probably was $13.99. However, even though that was the price it said on the tag on the aisle, when they actually scanned this, it came up as £10. £10 for this is actually, yeah, this is a really good deal for £10. So basically, you're paying £2 each per figure, and £2 each for one of these in 2023. Yeah, that's a pretty damn good deal. That is a pretty damn good deal. So, yeah, I'm happy to have this. I'm very happy to have this, and to have this, at that price. So yeah, if B&M did get any other wave, any other series, series 2, and they were again £10 or even £12, I'd be happy paying for that. I'd say $13.99 would be the absolute maximum for this, because they are just like rotocast figures that are just molded. So, but yeah, if you can find it for, again, it's £14 and under. I don't think that's probably. I think this original retail price is probably more expensive. I think probably even. I don't know. If you know, please let me know. But yeah, if they get a series 2, then for 10 then great. Be interesting to see what they do with the adult characters. Be interesting to see, because you're either going to have really small adults with really large kids, or they're going to have to do something else. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Unless it's just the same 5 characters re-released in various different variants, which very well could be the case. I don't know, but there we go, people. There we go.